There we go. Big 12-12, bringing my life total back up to 17. Oh, the combo felt so good there. That was nice. Let's go, baby. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we have arguably one of my favorite decks so far in Innistrad. I absolutely love this one, and it is playing so consistently for me right now. We are talking about JESKAI Control through Reconstruct History. This deck is a lot of fun to play, but as always, before I dive into this, if you're new here, please consider dropping a subscribe on the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It's a free way to help support the channel. And if you're not new here and you haven't hit the button yet,
what are you doing? Hit the button.
Or don't. That's cool too. I'm just kidding. Anyways, we're talking about JESKAI Reconstruct History here. Let's break this thing down. Yeah, I might as well address the elephant in the room. We got a new audio setup. I hope we sound good. We get to do fun
voices like this, you know, so
get to sound scary. Anyways, let's talk about the deck here a little bit. I hope everything is sounding and coming through good because it was really complex to set up. We have Reconstruct History, a card that I am a huge fan of. If you already, aren't new to the channel, you've seen me run this, type of a deck before. It's such a fun card to play because it really explodes with value in the late game, and it really catches your opponent off guard and can really do some serious, damage. Because let's say, you're really late game and you're up against a control matchup and it's coming down to like who has more cards in hand. This thing can, draw you upwards to, I don't know how many cards, like 5, I think, artifacts, enchantments, instant, sorcery, yeah, planeswalkers. So upwards to 5 cards if you have the correct build around for it. And I think this build around is more than good enough for it. We have a really good variety and a good spread of all of those things. Starting it off with our artifacts, I guess, we run a full play set of Potions of Healing. This card right here is going to draw us an extra card when it enters the battlefield, which is good. It just kind of replaces itself, but at the same time, we can gain 3 life later in the game for 1 single mana, and we end up sacrificing it to itself for that 3 life. What's great about that is we get it right back with the Reconstruct History. So we want it to sacrifice itself. So that's how that goes down. And then we have some enchantments. We have the Minimus Containment. This right here is going to take a creature. We're going to basically turn that creature into a treasure, and our opponent loses all the abilities on it. This is a great tool for things that are hard to get rid of that have reoccurring value over time. It steals them away almost like an exile, so they're gone forever, which is great. We also have Battle of Frost and Fire, which is a saga. By the way, we're also trying to make these enchantments go to our graveyard at some point in the game, right? So once they become a treasure, they can sacrifice it for that mana, which they're going to do, and this goes to the graveyard. We get it back as well. Same with the Battle of Frost and Fire. Same idea. It's a saga. We deal damage across the board. It's our sweeper of choice, and then eventually it goes to the graveyard. We can get it back as well. And then our win con is going to be our Mordenkainen. We have 3 of these. This is going to create us a dog illusion token, and this illusion token is going to be quite sizable because we're going to be drawing a lot of cards, obviously with Reconstruct History, but also the Mordenkainen's ability to +2 draws us some cards as well. And the new cards that are going to help us win the game are Angel Fire Ignition. This card right here is fantastic when paired with the dog. You're going to see that we can actually put 2 1/1 counters on that dog. We can give it haste, vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible all to the end of the turn. That's pretty darn good, especially in late game when we're struggling for our life total. We get out a dog, pop this on there immediately, boom, we just gained 16 life. Like it's that good. This comboed with this is just really, really good value. And another new card that we run is Faithful Mending. I feel like this card is meant for this deck. It's perfect for this build because it doesn't fit in a whole lot of reanimator lists because of the colors that they are. They're white and blue, but this whole idea of this card is to discard 2 cards, right? We're trying to get stuff into the graveyard. It works really, really well when we're talking about Reconstruct History. So I think that's where this card belongs, really. And it fits really nicely into the deck. We also have a great top end in 2 Magma Opuses and 3 All-Runs Epiphanies to kind of close out the game as well. And lastly, we've run a couple of counters with Test of Talents and a couple of Divide by Zeros as well, which opens up a complete sideboard for us where we run 2 Environmental Sciences, 2 Reduced Memories, a Teachings, a Start from Scratch, and a Mascot Exhibition. A lot of value here, guys, and this deck answers a lot of everything. Like, I love how versatile it is. It has answers for a lot of different things. It's got good matchups against aggro. It's got good matchups against control. So it's really well rounded, and I hope you enjoy the gameplay footage. There's only 3 games. They took a very long time. It's kind of how this deck works, slow burn. But I hope you enjoy, and we'll come back here at the end for some final thoughts. So stick around for that, and we'll see you here at the end. Peace. All right, here we go. We got a really good reconstruct history list for you guys today. This reconstruct history list generates a lot of value and has plenty of options and tools for all sorts of matchups. So I'm hoping it'll be good enough. I'm hoping. Got the mana colors we need. We've got ourselves the ignition, which is going to be kind of our win con. It does have flashback for 4, we got to remember. So we could just cycle it away if given the opportunity. All right. We've got a lot of work to do. A lot of work ahead of us now because, you know, try to do a little too much. Get a little too creative, and now our ranking got tanked. So we got to build it back. Gotta hit mythic obviously by the end of the month. So got a couple of days to do so. All right. I think we dropped the potion of healing here for sure, because the life gain may be pretty essential to this matchup. Just trying to figure out what is going to be our next play, because this being targeted is a problem because it creates that 1/1, right? But at the same time, it's not a terrible target. Okay, things just got a little worse. They're off to a very fast start. We're going to bounce with the divide. We're going to bounce that old girl troll back to their hand. That way we can slow them down a little bit. Maybe get something from the sideboard to help us out here. I could just kill it too, though. But I think I'm going to divide it first. Yeah, 3 mana is a lot to cast, you know, a creature spell. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce it, make them recast it. And what are we looking to do here? Maybe just gain some life. Make sure we hit our last land drop, because we need to get this Battle of Frost and Fire down on curve. Otherwise, we just lose. Plus, gaining life's not a bad thing. We can also gain life here. It can at least put us in a position where, like, you know, we will barely survive. And then hopefully we can reestablish ourselves. Okay, so do we need blue? Probably blue, right? Blue mana. I could actually hit this, but then there's no guarantee I hit that final land that I need for this. So I think the play actually is to just take the damage. Grab a red source. Just the only one we don't have 2 of. And then, yeah, we can either kill the professor, or we could just gain life with the potion of healing. I think the potion of healing is the play. I could obviously kill it. That's great, but I'm going to kill everything on the board anyways next turn, right? So is it worth it? Because I gained 3. I'm only really taking 2 from this. So 5 total, putting me at 8. Yeah, let's take it. You gotta almost expect that they're not gonna play anything. That's so odd to me. That is so weird to me, but oh well. Battle of Frost and Fire hits. No shenanigans from our opponent, which is great to see. We got plenty of spells now to kind of spot remove things as they come down. Plus, we have an all-runs Epiphany soon. We're looking really nice. Looking really nice here. Magma Opus is good. Oh, I definitely want another one of those. For sure. That's really nice to know that that's coming down. All right, so let's put this down for white. And then I'm going to containment the old girl troll, because it turns it into a treasure and it loses all of its abilities, which is huge. I don't mind taking 1 from this one, especially when we're going to battle next turn. So let's just go ahead and take the turn to foretell our all-runs Epiphany. I think that's a little more important here. Ooh, another hasty creature though. Ouch. This is a serious problem now, because even if we battle a Frost and Fire here, all they have to do is get down the Faceless Haven for the win. But Battle of Frost and Fire does draw us some cards. So if we hit a land, we can hit it with our Faithful Absence. That's going to have to be the play here, unfortunately. We got the land. Okay, whew, close one. Close one. All right. Got the Faithful Absence. Here we go. That's going to be the play. You know they're going to activate that Faceless Haven, right? So they activate that. We kill it. See if they pump or anything like that. Hopefully no Snakeskin Veil. Looks like they have a Snakeskin Veil. Oh, okay. Thank God. I was like, we just lost. We got away with that one. All right. Old Girl Troll, sure. We have a Magma Opus for it now. Another All Runs Epiphany seems nice. So does the... Okay, both of those seem pretty good. We'll keep both. So we're going to back-to-back All Runs here. That's nice. And let's get that down while we have the time. Another All Runs Epiphany here. And do we care about the Test of Talents? We might need one. Let's just throw the containment away. All right, go here. I think we might have pulled this one off, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might have pulled it off. That's interesting. But Magma Opus is really calling my name here. That'll leave us with 1 mana though. I think we got to play it safe, man. I think we have to play it safe, and we have to absolutely just take this troll here. And then we can play the Mordenkainen. And I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to play the Mordenkainen, and I'm going to draw cards with it. Because we need cards, plus we have bodies. We have plenty of bodies to block with. Right? So here's my train of thought. I got plenty of bodies to block the Mordenkainen. And at the same time, drawing cards is important because we're going to populate a dog next turn, and we're going to give it the Angel Fire Ignition, right? So no attacks because they could have a 4 power haste and trample. So we got to make sure we have plenty of bodies to block. Basic Conjuration, sure. They get the trample 5/4. See what I mean? But it doesn't have haste, obviously. They can cast if they eat the treasure. Magma Opus handles that really nicely. They're checking for something in their sideboard that can handle the Mordenkainen. They don't have it. Okay. I think I'm going to draw again because our dog is only going to be a 4/4. I'd rather have more cards right now.
The entire multiverse is my library.
All right, and then we're going to Magma Opus. We're going to Magma Opus this turn. And we got plenty of ways to gain life now with these Faithful Mendings as well. We can gain 2 life a pop here. So I think we're good. I think we fully stabilized here at this point. Nice. They draw a card. All right, time for the Magma Opus. Here we go. Deal 4 damage. Tap, tap. See if that hits. Snakeskin Veil. Sure. They're going face with this? Okay. So that's 4, 5, 6. I want to block all of it. And we're going to lose all of these creatures. It's okay, though. All right, let's play the Faithful Mending. 2 cards. Let's just drop the lands. We don't really need them, do we? That's a big Reconstruct history. All right, here we go. This dog's going to be massive. And it gains lifelink. That's going to be the biggest part about this play. So let's grab this, this, this. All right. There we go. Big 12-12, bringing my life total back up to 17. Oh, the combo felt so good there. That was nice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I feel good now. I feel good. I feel like we did it. And we got ways to kill some of these creatures too, which feels so great. Like that. See ya. See ya. All right.
Leave me be. I'm reading.
And I guess we rinse repeat, huh? Let's do it again. Let's grab one of these. Let's grab one of these, one of these, one of these. Doggo jumps up to what? 18-18? Let's go ahead and give that sucker trample. Let's give that sucker trample. I'd say that's pretty much game. Oh, I feel so bad. All right, GG's, my friend. That was a good ending though. I like that. Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have way too much fun with this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this thing, by the way. It's gonna add some fun to the videos and streams, man. I'm really excited about it. All right, let's do keep for sure. Yeah, for sure. We got the Battle of Frost and Fire, which feels good, and it's an aggro deck, so that works out. We just got to make sure we can survive. We have some removal along the way, which is great. We've also got the Faithful Mending, which gains us a bit of life. So this should be okay. I do need to hit the Faithful Mending now because this makes everything cost a little bit more. Oof, we don't need that many Planeswalkers at all. Not this early, we don't. Now we need to find a red source. Leave it to the game here to top deck us another blue source. All right, this is going to be a pretty straightforward game, though. It's either we survive or we die. All right, we can cast the Fateful Absence on their turn because we have enough mana now. So that's what we'll do. We'll hold that up. We'll cast it on the Aspirant. Hopefully they target their own Aspirant here at the 1/1 counter. They do. Perfect. I had a feeling that'd be the case because that's the creature that would be attacking. So why not? Battle of Frost and Fire. Love to see it. More of those, the better. The more of those, the better. All right, they're going to sack their own clue to get the card. Nice. We get land. Perfect. So now we can cast a Battle of Frost and Fire next turn, and I'm not too stingy with it this time. Normally I'd be stingy like, oh, that's not enough creatures, not enough value for me to grab, but I have 2 of them now. But unfortunately our opponent, as I'm explaining that to you, decides that they're going to Spellbinder one of them. Oh, they go for the Mordenkainen instead. Not the card I would have chose. Not the card I would have chose. And let's not forget, we have the Potion of Healing out here, which gains us life. We have a really good situation here. Like, honestly, in this matchup, this is a really good situation. Opponent's only got 3 mana to work with right now, too. That feels pretty good. Mordenkainen cost 9 now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It costs 1 extra because of that. It costs 8 now. Still, that's a lot. A lot of mana. A lot of mana. All right, they're wondering whether or not they should try to refuel the board or not. They're working on how they should do it, and I don't blame them because we have another Battle of Frost and Fire. I want that. Don't want all that. Part of me wants to go battle again, but the other part of me wants to just hit this and foretell the all runs. This is life gain. Let's do that. Let's just hit this. Spot removal feels pretty good. Unfortunately, I think I have to give out the Magma Opus. It hurts. Like, it's a win con of ours, but I think that's important. I might hit the Fateful Absence, though. I don't know. I feel like all runs being, you know, cheaper is kind of really important. Plus, we can gain life with the potion, so this is fine. It's not the most ideal line, but it's fine. Hopefully, they commit more to the board. I doubt they will. Battle of Frost and Fire still sitting out there. They're going to give double strike here, it looks like. And, oh, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough mana, actually. So they are going to put more on the board. That's an interesting decision by our opponent here. Let's gain some life. We know the rest of this play here. They're out of mana, so take a pretty decent shot here. 6. And we get a very big battle. Oh, no, actually, they made it cost more. Ouch. Ouch. That's not good. That's really bad. Okay, so we're gonna take actually a bigger hit here. We're gonna hit the Redain with the Fateful Absence. Ouch, man. All right, so we're sitting pretty good now. So Battle Frost and Fire about to come down. Opponent, if they play one more spell though, gets one of these monks bigger than the battle, which could be really bad. Yeah, not looking so good anymore. We were looking a lot better a moment ago. That Redain just absolutely destroyed us. All right, cool. They didn't have another play. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, we get away with one there. Thought they were about to make the comeback of the century. All right, we got instants, artifacts, sorceries, and planeswalkers, and enchantments all in the graveyard. So, looking for reconstruct history. There it is. So is land. I think we do it like this though. All of this stuff is good. 6, 7, 8. Only 6 mana. Everything costs more thanks to our friend out here. Gosh, that is so annoying. It's got to be the most annoying card. By far the most annoying card. Hopefully they don't have another one. We've given them treasures and we've given them ability to draw cards, but we're still looking pretty good. All right, they're going to give double strike. All right, All Runs Epiphany is going to need to come in here pretty clutch for us. I could just get back Fateful Absence with this too. And that could handle the veteran. It's a scary turn. This is a scary turn. I am going to do this though. All right, refuel my hand quite a bit there. And we do have to cast this now. We got to remember the Paladin class. If we would have passed the turn there, we would have lost the game. So, had to do what we had to do. Down to 2 life. Doesn't feel very good. All right, they're committing to the board again. Knowing we have a battle out here. We do have a land coming our way, thank goodness. Another battle coming down. Boom. Reset the board again. Get another big scry next turn. We get the Fateful Absence to kill something. This game is actually taking a lot longer than I thought. Okay. An Apparition. Our saving grace here is the All Runs Epiphany, right? So we need to keep hitting land, and then also Divide's not bad if you think about it, because we can bounce the Paladin class back and make them reset that. None of this is necessarily bad. I don't think we need another potion though. All Runs Epiphany seems fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go All Runs Epiphany here. Alrund's Epiphany makes me feel a lot safer because it, you know, creates 2 bodies for our opponent to have to run through. They don't have trample, so it feels good to have you know, those 2 1/1s out there. And it also helps that we're gonna get another turn out of this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This will be our 8th mana, so we can actually cast a Magma Opus too, which is fantastic. There's a lot of options we can go here. I can go Mordenkainen, just, you know, throw out a big dog as well. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, we need the life gain, right? So let's get a big dog out there and then get ready to hit it with an ignition. They're about to see our win con, and they're not gonna like it. Gosh, my allergies are going nuts. Okay, finally they passed the turn. I don't know what's holding priority. I think it's just these clues, unfortunately, and that's just making the game go longer than it needs to be, and I apologize for that. All right, Battle Frost and Fire down, land in, Mordenkainen, boom. Draw some cards. If they pop a clue here at the end, I'm going to actually be pretty upset that they didn't do it an hour ago, so they stopped holding priority.
I'll learn much from your failure. Heal.
All right, and if I'm going to play this, I need to do it now. So, sure. Sure, give him another clue. Give him another clue. They have 3, so they can just spend their turn drawing a bunch of cards. No attacks. I know they don't have anything with haste, but I'm just nervous. I want to make sure my life total, you know. Okay, they get the dog. That's fine. We still get the ignition on the next dog that we populate. I would have liked to have drawn cards though, is the thing. Veteran. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Apparently, I can create your doom in dog form.
Back up to 10 life, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And then we can potion and hold open a divide because we have 4 mana. Nice. Nice, baby. Let's go. And then we get another ignition next turn. And then that's when we should see our opponent scoop. Ah, dang it. No point in dividing that. They get our dog again. How annoying. How annoying. All right, well, guess that plan's kind of botched, but it's okay. We've got other ways to win this game. We're going against mono white, and this has got to be the slowest player I've ever seen in my life. It's pretty straightforward. All right, we're gonna block here, and then I'm going to divide the paladin class back to their hand. It's fine. Is that your last card now? Let's see. What's the last card in hand, or is it just a clue holding priority? Let's find out. Probably the clue, but we'll see. I wonder what that last card is. Once we have that information, I'll feel a lot better. We have a battle of you know, Frost and Fire that we can cast as well. Reset the board that way, but I think just bouncing the Paladin class back to their hand, making this go down to a 1/1 again, I think we're totally fine. Like I'm in no danger at this point in the game. We have all the mana in the world, ways to draw cards all day. They're down to their last 2. I just wish this game would have gone a little quicker. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys don't mind longer games, but not when they're like this. Like, this is just a little egregious on our opponent's part, not doing anything. Unfortunately, I don't like doing this, but I'm going to hit him with a Yurgo. Come on, man. You're mono white. Almost made me forget what I was trying to do here. All right, let's just grab one of these. We're so close to, you know, the end game here. Draw some cards. Gosh, it's so unfortunate that they hold priority, you know? Giving them priority hold here is what's really annoying me.
The entire
All right, let's go. You can go. And let's just hold the magma opus. Seems good to me. All right, pass the turn. They go. I'm sure they're going to pop that clue, which would really help, honestly. If they could just pop that clue already, we'll be good to go. Come on, dude.
Your go. Let's go.
You're gonna make me have to edit this. Dang it. All right, real class from our opponent here. Been sitting here for about 2.5 minutes, and now they decided they're back. They realized, oh wait, we can't rope them out. They're not giving up. So here we are, back to it. They're like, you know, I have an idea. My opponent's playing really, really good and making some decent plays. So we'll show them. We're just not gonna play magic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I totally screwed that up now. I literally been sitting here for like almost 3 minutes, just sitting here watching the rope go down all the way to the final timeout, and so I totally forgot I was gonna cast a magma opus. I'm not gonna lie, they threw me off my game. They threw me off my game. Real class coming out from Mr. Ark. Okay. They attack. Sure. Get the show on the road, my guy. All right, they're finally not holding priority over that clue. Thank God. Let's create a dog.
I am never defenseless.
Let's give that dog some lifelink, some haste, some of that good, and then get in there for 8, and then I'll probably cast the mascot exhibition here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we have just enough for the mascot exhibition. Not bad. I could have reconstructed history there too and gave the dog a lot of plus power. We could do so many different things. Like honestly, there's like a million routes you could take here, and I honestly don't think any of them you can consider wrong. But that's the line I chose to take. And now we got a blocker in the air for the Spellbinder. We're back to 20 life total. And I think that's a wrap. We have to make another quick edit here thanks to our friend. All right, they play a Paladin class, Cleric, and what's the final card in hand? It's still a mystery. Cool. Still a mystery. I think it's +1/1. Why not? All right, how do we want to handle this? Battle of Frost and Fire, everything?
Maintaining balance requires
Test of Talents can go. I think Battle of Frost and Fire is fine, and then we get in for 10. Or we could just kill him right here, actually. What am I saying? Wait, no, they could still block the 2 here. Never mind. Now I can kill him. No, that actually drops my power down, though, on the dog. So let's do it like this. Yeah, there's lethal here. There's lethal here. GG's, my friend. I would say good game, but it wasn't actually. You were kind of not fun to play against, if I'm being honest. All right, and good games, unless of course they have a spell here, but oh, looks like they do not. Thank goodness. All right, we're finally out of that matchup. Thank goodness. Let's get on to the next one. Sheesh. All right, longest game of my life. Definitely editing that one down a little bit as best I can. On to the next one, my friends. We got a good opening hand, I guess. The Potions of Healing makes me kind of excited for this hand because it could fix our mana issues. You know, could draw us extra card, hopefully hit us a land. So I'm gonna keep it. I have Test of Talents and I have the Absence. Both cards work really well against polar opposite styles of decks. So It just makes me feel comfortable to have answers for both, you know? Let's see what we're up against here. Okay, some red white. We're definitely gonna need some white of our own here because we've got 2 turn 2 spells that are white. So I think that's gonna be our first land drop here. And I think we go blue here, obviously. All right, I'm going potions first because I need to get that land. Nice, perfect. Okay, now we're looking good. Third land drop is in. We've got everything we need. Everything we could have asked for is here. They didn't cast any spells yet, so the egg is not populating at the moment. I have some instant speed removal. I'm gonna do this again. I need to just keep hitting my land drops, so let's just do this again. Nice. Couldn't have asked for a better couple of draws there. Okay, now we're looking for Battle of Frost and Fire. I don't really want to use both of these on those. Give them 2 clues. A deck like theirs probably thrives off of clues, so that would be non-ideal. Could do this, but I think holding the Test of Talents could be pretty good here too, though. Obviously, they're going to need to be casting some instant sorcery spells, right? So Test of Talents is clearly a good card. Scald, okay. Not an instant or sorcery card, and they played a land before they dropped the Scalds, which is, I always find that to be a mistake because look, now they just drew 3 lands. They're only going to get 1 of those. They got 1 card off of the Scalds, so that feels pretty bad. All right, kill both of these bad boys. I feel a lot better about it now. All right, divide by 0 feels pretty good. These are all types of cards I need for this matchup, so this all feels great. And then we can pitch these potions for a couple of life. And I'm really happy they got that. That's the 1 card that they got from the Scalds. Such a bad card, honestly, to get from the Scalds, because that's a card you really want to hold for a certain, you know, duration, like, you know, for maybe a final blow, you know, to win the game, or you know, to hit a creature. So now they're forced to use it for the 5, and I'm okay with giving it to them because, like I just said, I'm going to eat these up for some life gain, and we're going to be back to 21. No problems. Battle of Frost and Fire is interesting. Could have used that earlier. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. On you, my friend. They're gonna get use out of the clues, which is a little unfortunate, but totally fine. That we can containment, right? That's got flying, and whenever you cast a spell, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, deals X damage. Got it. Okay. Now you're treasure. Now you're just treasure. I'm kind of thinking I should have maybe used the Test of Talents on this. I feel like that's like their big hurrah, their big spell, you know? I feel like Light Up the Night might be their big shebang. Alright, let's just cast this now. Gain some life. Ditch one of these. The Magma is actually probably better than the Mordekainen here. I think in this matchup, Mordekainen can go to the graveyard for a little while, and then we can get it back with a reconstruct. I think having a Magma Opus in hand is a little more important, to be completely honest. 6 mana available, so we have Divide by 0 and Test of Talents to be played here. They've got so much mana to work with. Bounce that, make them replay it. And what do we grab here? Hey, Mascot Exhibition's fine. I'm still waiting to cast my Test of Talents. They don't give me a target here. All right, potions can go Can battle go? I don't know. I might want to cast that battle actually right now. Might not be a bad cast. Because it does leave us with 2 mana open to play the Test of Talents. So the Battle of Frost and Fire is not a bad play here. They're destroying their own creature. Fine. They deal 1. Honestly, not the end of the world at all. Pretty okay with that. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. Let's see what our opponent does here now. They clue. Perfect. Draw a card. They're up to 4 cards now. A ton of mana to work with and a creature land. But other than that, nothing crazy. I'm hoping to hit a land off the top here because then I can play Magma Opus and that would be pretty sweet. I love that they don't run blue. It makes me feel so much more comfortable that I know I'm not going to get countered. I do need one more red source just in case. All right, so Magma Opus not ready. So I think I'm going to go Mordenkainen here. Mordenkainen is good, and then it gives me a dog. Do I want the dog though, or do I just want to plus it? I'm pretty sure Mordenkainen is gonna die here, right? Because they're gonna burn it with something. So let's keep the loyalty high to make them have to spend more mana to kill it. And then at the same time, their egg can't exactly attack it as a 0/4. So I'm gonna make them spend some stuff to do some work on this. If I would have created a dog here, they would have been able to kill it with just 1 of those spells. Instead, they had to cast 3 of those spells just to kill it. That feels really good. And they still haven't created enough, you know, spells to crack the egg open. So far, man, so good. That was a really good call on my part. I feel like plussing it instead of hitting the minus. I feel like that was so much more value in the long run. Light up the night for 9. All right, things are getting real now. Things are getting real. I think I'm just going to use this now because it's whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it deals the damage, right? So let's do this now because we won't be able to stop it. Even if we won't be able to stop the damage, even if they... Damn. Well, we could do this though, and then we can test the talents. Maybe that's the play. I was trying to think of a way to do this properly. I think this is the way to do it because we hold the Test of Talents open for their really big spell like Light Up the Night. I think that's probably the card we want to worry about the most, right? Gosh darn it. 3, 4. They actually can't recast it right now without a Planeswalker and having loyalty, right? So maybe this is a worth hitting with a Test of Talents. Let's do it. Let's hit it because it saves us 4 damage right now, and 4 could be the difference between winning and losing this game. I think we're all right. Light Up the Night's going to be our next target for sure with our Test of Talents, but it looks like they just got the Scalds, and we can block. So thank goodness for that. All right, this leaves me enough mana. Perfect. All right, so this is dead. Tap these 2. Draw some cards. All Runs Epiphany is really nice. And I am worried about hasty things, but I probably should have looked, but I don't think they run any haste things. I think it's more of like just trying to burn me out. So the Test of Talents is really the key here. All right. All right, I think we're going to win here. I think this is it. All Runs Epiphany for the win. All Runs Epiphany coming in hot for the win, baby. GG's, my friend. GG's. Whew. Close one. Very close one. Man, those are some long games. I hope you guys enjoyed all those 3 games that we played. Yeah, we'll close it out there though and hit it with some final thoughts. We'll see you on the other side. Peace. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate that. We're gonna talk about the deck a little bit here and get into a breakdown. But before I do, just want to say thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I really appreciate that. Whenever you get this far into the videos, they help the algorithm a lot, pushes the videos out to more people. So thank you so much. The videos can use all the help they can get, and I appreciate the support, guys. So let's dive in and talk about it a little bit. I feel like this might be my favorite deck right now. You know, we only played the 3 games, the 3 games with this list, and I mean, they felt really good. I felt like, you know, in 1 or 2 spots we were a little bit scared of like where it was going to go, but we were never really in like imminent danger where we didn't have some sort of answer to get out of it. I feel like every single card in this deck has a purpose and plays really well, right? Test of Talents being only a 2 of in this deck is really good because most decks are not control lists, but of course when you play a control list, you're going to get mirror matched up with other control lists like Is It and whatnot. But it's nice to have a splash of this in here, and it's really easy to get to it because we have a lot of cycling, you know, with the Faithful Mending. We draw cards here, we draw cards here, like there's a lot of ways we can get to it, and if we can throw it, you know, into the graveyard, even we can get it back with Reconstruct History. So only having 2 of these is totally fine. I don't know. I guess I just don't know what I would do as far as like changes go. I'm sure the sideboard can use a little work. I think we really only went for like 2 of these cards. Teachings might be. I know we grabbed it a couple of times and it worked once, but we always have a pretty sizable hand, so I don't know if Teachings maybe can go out of this sideboard or not. But as always, guys, let me know your thoughts on the deck and how you thought it played, and if you have any ideas on how to make it better. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And yeah, guys, that's gonna end the video. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. I really love the way it played. Typically when I like a deck and we win all of our games like we did, it's kind of hard for me to judge and make decisions on what to cut. I feel like the enchantments we chose were perfect. The only card that really has a downside to it is the Fateful Absence, but I really like that there's removal in white now though at the same time. Like this card is really good removal, you know, a 2-mana kill anything feels really good, and especially it can target planeswalkers, which is so, you know, big time for us. And giving up 1 card is tough, but at the same time, you know, that's not much of a downside to a card like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think as always. And yeah, we're going to meet back here again tomorrow for another video. Lastly, before I go, as always, big shout out to my Marty Mob, man. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Marty Mob, helping support the channel, helping, you know, grow this channel financially into a place where, you know, we might be able to do this full time. I really appreciate that, guys. And you know, your support means the world to me. And if you guys want to support the channel through the Marty Mob memberships, check out that little join button down below. If you don't see that, there's a link in the description below. You can click. It'll tell you all the details about the Marty Mob. It offers some perks and benefits as well. So be sure to check that out if you want to support the channel. And that's going to do it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on the next video. Till next time. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.